Hey guys, Rogue Deck Builder with you, and in today's video we'll be looking at Luxray Lighting Bugs deck. Yes, it is. Finally, updated version of Luxray Item Lock deck with Zapdos, Tapu Koko GX, Tapu Koko Prism Star, Zero Aura, the deck that actually has a lot of potential, and I'm wondering why nobody even didn't try to test it out and see if it can actually bring some of good results on big events. I mean, it theoretically can have a lot of potential with that disconnect that can be used at the turn one. Damage can actually be significantly improved by adding more multi-power cards, by adding a couple different power-up cards like Electro Power and Choice Band, and the damage can actually be significantly improved. Then with the Volt Bolt, we can snipe on the bench. We can use that Intimidating Fang to reduce the damage down to our Pokemons if the Luxray is in the active position by 30, meaning that the Fly Flips won't have any effect. There is a Dance of the Ancients ability that can also bring back 2 energies. Then we also have Aero Trail, Tapu Koko GX that can use Tapu Thunder or Sky High Close. The best thing is that we can also use Thunderous Club for the free retreat. I'm also going to mention that full voltage GX in this build because you can add some energies to your Luxrays and then you can Volt Bolt your opponent, benched Pokemons. There are 2 Zapdos with Thunderous Assault as well, and Time Recall Celebi, so we can use also Disconnect with our Luxray in play. We're also going to mention that Absol and Marshadow featuring Tapu Lele for the Wonder Tag, or Let Loose if it's actually necessary. From item cards, I'm not running too many different item cards. 4 Nazball and 4 Ultra Ball cards for the setup, 2 copies of Choice Band for extra damage increasement, 4 copies of Electro Power, 1 Rescue Stretcher, and then from Stadiums 1 Thunder Mountain and Radiant Forest, so I can attack for 1 energy less, or I can simply search my deck for a lighting energy if it's necessary. 4 copies of Cynthia, Guzman, and Lily with 1 copy of Volkner, and then you're gonna find also 2 counter energies, 2 memory energies, and 6 regular lighting energy cards, so I can power up my Pokemons with those energies. I mean, memory energies is here simply if we don't have Celebi in play, and if we maybe need to use that disconnect with a Luxray, and the counter energy can also be used if you're on a more price card left than our opponent, so we can have that Volt Bolt maybe for just single counter energy if we have Thunder Mountain in play. In some matchups, this can be very, very useful. I like the fact about Luxray because with Intimidating Fang, some decks unfortunately cannot one-hit knock a Luxray. For example, Blacephalon needs to burn 4 energies, which is a lot for only 1 price card. Definitely it is. So theoretically, if we have 4 Luxrays in play, Blacephalon can't even win the game. Zoroark cannot go for the one-hit knockout, where we can just simply disconnect him. Zapdos cannot go for the one-hit knockout, which is just insane. I mean, theoretically it can, but it's going to be hard. And on the other side of the field, with disconnect and 1 lighting energy attached, and with Celebi in play, and with Electro Power, we can disconnect Zapdos for 120 and prevent him from playing item cards, which is just pure madness. So yeah, get ready for 3 rounds of this deck testing. Make sure to hit a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel for more videos if you already didn't. So see you in the game. I think it's for the first time safe to say that we can use item lock in the standard format, because Luxray with Zapdos and with Electro Powers and with free retreat, and also that Tapu Koko Prism Star can actually shine as a very powerful rogue deck. And there are some other tech cards like Zero Aura, which can actually accelerate energies from discard pile. And there is also a Tapu Koko GX that can swing for a lot of damage and surprise our opponent from nowhere. So we are basically covered on plenty of different options. So we're gonna go with energy attached to the Shinx, and with 1 Lily for 5. And more than that, we can use 1 Netball to provide another Shinx in play. And I actually think that it's not that bad idea and horrible idea to Marshadow my opponent turn 1 to 4. Hopefully I can draw Supporter from that Marshadow. However, I lost one Guzma, but I do get a Draw Supporter, so I'm actually pretty happy to see that. For now, I'm just gonna keep that Nazball and see which will be the fifth Pokemon on my bench after I see how my opponent will actually perform. So he plays Boswell as attack, probably also Ninetales. So as long as I can item lock him turn 2, this is going to be very important. So I'm basically going to need one Electro Power, which I will have with that Walkner play. And he managed to draw himself a Lily for 7 from that Marshadow, so it's not bad for him. There's one Pokemon Communication. He traded Grimer, probably for another Zorua, as expected. He will lose one of those Zoruas, so he will definitely need to find as many Pokemons as he can, so he can potentially avoid the threat from my Disconnect. I will definitely go with the Disconnect, there's no doubt about that. I mean, this is the only option that I can do at this moment. So he's already in the range of the knockout. But once I manage to evolve, he won't be in the range of the knockout. So, grabbing myself energy as well as Electro Power, but I actually don't need that. Alright, that was actually a mistake. So I actually didn't need that. I needed Ultra Ball. Alright, never mind. And Electro Power. Yeah, still I can knock him out with my Thunderous Assault, so not the end of the world, I guess, right? But I can't item lock him, so yeah, there was a mistake. I don't know what was on my mind, to be honest. But never mind, because I have Cynthia for the next turn, and I managed to draw first prize card in the game, so I'm pretty happy with that. I'm just wondering what I was thinking when I attached energy and I played Volkner for that Electro Power energy. I just missed something in my head. Anyways, there is the first trade in the game, which will be for Lycanroc. So, interesting decision for my opponent. He decided to throw out his Lycanroc from the hand in order to trade for 2 cards. I'm wondering what are the other cards in his hand. Now, with Zeraora, I can have retreat, which is a very important thing. Really, it is. We can go with energy attachment to Zeraora, and I can Electro Power and I can Cynthia. I can Electro Power and I can Cynthia. And for now, I'm not gonna put that Luxio in play. Actually, I will, but on Shinx without energy. On the Shinx without energy. And with Thunderous Assault, I can hit for 40 because of the help of the Electro Power. So I'm like 4 prize down to the victory. And as expected, Lycanroc will enter the play, which basically means only one thing. If he can find himself another double Corsair or just another unit energy, he can swing for the knockout with the Lycanroc, and even worse, he can catch my Zeraora and knock it out for the weakness. And there's the Mellow, so probably we can expect to see double Corsair energy and Lycanroc on the top deck for my opponent with that Mellow, which will be the knockout against my Zeraora. And in that case, I will need somehow to find the answer to my opponent knockout. So I will need to swing for a lot of damage, for 200 in total. I can go for like 210. I can go for like 110 and something like that. Oh, so he is assigned to go with Lycanrocs. -2, as expected. 150, so I can go for like 150, and with Choice Band Electro Power, I can knock that Lycanroc out with my Tapu Koko GX. Is it possible to do that? I can say that it is. I can say that it is, as long as I have him. I have him, but it's not 100% that I will draw all of the cards that I will need. And this is going to be a Ultra Ball. Do we have Lighting Energy in this card pile? Yes, we have. So Dance of the Ancients. I can use it right now. And then I'm gonna put that Counter Energy, and I will play my Cynthia. Dang, it was close, but it was still far from the what I was hoping for. I can put another Zapdos on the bench, and I can disconnect. In this moment, I think disconnect is the best way to go. My opponent won't be able to play item cards, meaning that he can't grab himself a Ultra Ball, neither Timer Ball or Communication for Lycanroc, so he need to have one or Guzman with DCE for the knockout against Luxio. Otherwise, I can easily grab myself a Luxray in play. Evolve, swing for the one hit probably, and then wait and see what my opponent will do next. I started the game pretty well, only made that one mistake in the early stage of the game. My opponent uses the advantage of the weakness, and he plays Acerola right now, so we're probably going to see a knockout versus that Luxio with a Counter Energy and Lycanroc ability with that Zoroark. I wouldn't be surprised even to see the knockout versus Zapdos, but he rather decided to go for the Luxio. He actually showed that that is much bigger threat for him, and I would personally do the same. In some crazy theory, I can swing this Zoroark for the one-hit knockout, so I will definitely try to do it. I just need a Luxray and Electro Power, and I actually have enough resources for the knockout. I'm gonna throw out that Lily, so I can grab that Luxray. I can put him in play. So I'm hitting for a lot of damage right now. I'm hitting for 150, 180, and this is 210. So hitting for 210, taking 2 prize cards in the game, so I'm down to like 4 prize cards at this moment. Another Electro Power and a Shinx, but I don't have Drought Supporter, which is actually very bad. However, I do have Retreat. So my opponent can't knock me out with the Zoroark. The only Pokemon that can theoretically swing for 150 is also a... Yeah, no, so he can't even knock me out if he can hit for 170 because I have like 180 HP. I mean, I'm 150 minus 30 for the attack, so neither Sneasel evolving into Weavile won't be able to knock my Luxray out. So for now, I'm actually in a safe position, meaning that I can maybe try to retreat to Zapdos, take the knockout versus potentially Weavile or maybe Sneasel without attaching energy, and then I can attach energy onto my Luxray. But if he can actually play Lycanroc and knock something from my bench, that can be very useful, as well as he can just remove Thunder Mountain from play. Pokemon Communication. Oh, so he's switching the Lycanroc back probably for something like Zorua or maybe Weavile. Alright, so Weavile is how much? 90 HP if I'm not wrong. Yeah, so I need to burn one of my Electro Powers, and I kind of hate to do that, but... And the Water Field, meaning that I can't attack for free anymore. 110. 170, so we can swing for like 170, which is not very useful, but we can swing for the one-hit knockout with that Electro Power, meaning that I'm gonna be 1 prize ahead of the win here. So I'm down to 1, my opponent is down to 3, and there's a Tapu Lele for the game. I think it will be for the Guzma and for the knockout, if I have Guzma left. I mean, I do play 4 Guzmas, but the question still remains, is the Guzma prized or is left in my deck? He put down that Zorua, which means that this is the game for me, as long as I have Guzma left. If I don't have Guzma, then I can even lose this game by benching down my Tapu Lele. Because still my opponent didn't use GX attack. And that's really scary there. So Pulpad, probably for Acerola and Guzma. I wouldn't even be surprised to see, yep, Judge Recycle, or maybe, you know, something else. We're just bidding for the knockout. And Moment of Truth. I like the fact that I have free trade with the Luxray. And I also have Nazball, which means that I can search my deck and see if I have Guzma left. I do. So I can Electro Power. I can put my Memory Energy if I want. I don't see a reason why I wouldn't. I can play Tapu Lele for the 4th Guzma, and I can catch something from his bench like Zorua or Rockruff and swing for the last knockout in this game. So I kind of like the idea of playing 4 copies of Guzma because in builds like this it actually helps a lot, and it can actually bring the game much more easier than playing only 3 copies of Guzma. So that's the GG. Alright, so we are back with the game number 2. Well, I guess sometimes you need to start with Tapu Lele GX. In this matchup, in this game, in this specific deck, starting with the Tapu Lele is a nightmare. You can't put Tapu Lele back in your hand, you can't scoop it, you can't do too much. And we're playing versus Charizard on the other side of the field, so 3 Charmanders already has been pulled from my opponent, 3 Vulpix. So I wish I could actually top deck, even if I top deck Guzma, it doesn't matter too much, 2 Ultra Ball cards. So not even sure what to say in this situation. I can definitely play Ultra Ball and throw that Choice Band out because I'm not gonna need it. I'm gonna do something like this, and then I'm gonna throw down that Cynthia, Zapdos, Zeraora, and end of my turn. This is literally all I can do for now. I can just hope and wait what my opponent is capable to do at his turn 2 with 3 Vulpix in play, and if he only plays 1 Ninetales at least, he can use advantage of it. If not, next turn I'm gonna definitely play Ultra Ball. There's a Guzma. And he decided to catch my Zapdos instead. Not that bad. As long as I can disconnect him, I'm gonna be more than happy. Disconnecting my opponent for like a turn is very useful here, but he's gonna go with manually evolving anyways. Such a horrible top deck. I'm hoping that I have Rescue Stretcher available in my deck. Yes, I have. So in this case, I'm not gonna even bother. Do we want to risk? Yeah, we can do that. We can take the risk with the Marshadow, trying to find Luxio, and I drew the same cards that I had, so this is just insane. This is really bad. I can't even attack. Wow, that's horrible. I mean, yeah, that's the lack of the Ultra Balls, and there's Erika's Hospitality, so he can find a way to get Rare Candy Charizard, and he can simply evolves. I think I'm probably... Oh, no way. No way. He missed that. Alright. Charizard GX and Charmeleon. Wow, you gotta be kidding me there. Lilial Walkner. I guess I'm gonna go with the Walkner. for that item lock play. I mean, I simply need that. Since I already have energy, I'm just gonna burn one of those energies, and I'm just gonna go with a disconnect, since I can use it for colorless energy. And that's gonna be pretty much it for now. Heading with a disconnect, buying myself a turn so I can basically try to set up properly there. Meaning that my opponent is not capable to play rare candy from his hand. None of the item cards can be used. So there's Charmeleon. When you play this Pokemon to evolve, you can just discard the top 5 cards of your deck, and if you do that, you can just pick whatever fire energy you find there. So I have 4 energy cards, and I throw out my Guzma, and that was a very good opportunity for the knockout with my Guzma Zapdos play. Really it was. Really it was. I mean, I can't say nothing against that. I mean, still in some crazy world, I can Volt Bolt him on the bench. Probably that's just not gonna happen. Yeah, it won't happen. But I can disconnect once again. I mean, by disconnecting him, at least I'm preventing him from playing item cards for one more turn, which means that he will have only 1 Charizard in play. I mean, I can surprise him with my Tapu Koko GX, literally I can do that, so it's not the worst thing in the world to see his Charizard down with 4 energies on the bench anyways. And there we go, there it is, 250. Raging Destruction, discard the top 8 cards of your deck if any of those fire energies, Steam Artillery for 200, Dreadful Flame for 250, discard energy from each of your opponent Pokemon. I mean, pretty cool, but nothing special to be honest. This is very special because he's hitting heavy there, and he is discarding so many resources that this is just insane. And Dreadful Flames, why in the world? Because why not? He can discard all of the energy cards. Well played. I guess it's time to respond back, knocking my opponent Charizard here. Dance of the Ancients. I literally think that it is time for that. I just need that Tapu Koko GX, which I didn't get. Oh boy. When the problem starts, at least I can go for like 110. It's not that bad. So I'm short for that Tapu Koko to get in the advantage. And there's another Charizard GX for my opponent, and buff padding as well. I think I'm losing this game. Ultra Ball could be for... Oh, so he had Tapu Lele in his hand. I thought it's gonna be for Tapu Lele Guzma play. So, Steam Artillery for 200. Alright. Yeah, I mean, 1 counter energy can do a good job there. I mean, basically I can use it to hit for 150. Nope. I simply can't get the cards that I need. And I guess I can put another Shinx on the bench for now. I don't even think it's actually worth to do that. So we can go with another Thunderous Assault there, hitting for like 80. And my opponent is taking a price card, maybe even 2 if he can find himself a Guzma. I didn't see... oh, so he discarded 2 Guzma, so probably he don't have Guzma left. Anyways, still counter energy works for me, so I just need to find one. Shinx to be promoted. Yeah, I guess I need to put that Absol in play. And again, so unlucky. And right now I think I can actually say that the game is over because he's going down to 1 prize and he have that Charizard already on the bench. I mean, the truth is he have only 4 energy cards, but probably he will find a way to get 1 more energy in play. I'm like 99% positive in that. So yeah, even if I throw Cynthia down, again, I didn't get Ultra Ball or something that I can actually use. Not even that Electro Power. Okay, neither Choice Band. So yeah. The only way to knock my opponent out here would be to just throw all of my energies with my Volt Bolt. I can't disconnect him because he have buff betting. I'm taking 2 prize cards there, and it is Electro Power and another Luxio, but he can just knock me out with that last Charizard and with that Steam Artillery for 200. And then that's the game. So yeah, he had that 5th energy available, and that is the knockout. So I couldn't do too much in this matchup, unfortunately. He was too fast and too tanky with that Charizard, so that was actually a good play for my opponent, so we'll definitely thumbs up him. So that's the GG. Alright, so we're back with the game number 3, and this is also going to be the last game in this Luxray and deck test, and also deck profile, whatever you want to call this video. It is a deck testing, it's not a casual deck profile. And I'm starting with a Shinx. There's a Nazball, Ultra Ball, Volkner, Memory Energy, Guzman, Tapu in my hand, so I have very powerful hand, no doubt about it. I think I can actually benefit from it. I see 2 counter catchers on the other side of the field. As long as I can disconnect, I don't need to worry too much about being strike by those counter catcher plays. Ooh, Tapu Koko, damage spread. Alright, so I guess playing versus Tapu Koko, I just need 1 Luxray in play, and then I can just prevent the damage with Intimidating Fang done to my Pokemons on the bench and in the play, and I can just disconnect him until tomorrow, until he decides to pass and concede. So, 2 Nazball cards, first for Rangru, and the second one might be for another Tapu Koko. And it is, so it is a spread deck. So the only thing that I need here will be a Volkner for energy. And alright, so we can do something like this. We can put Luxio in play. We can play a Nazball for Zapdos. We can play Volkner as well for another Nazball and for Lighting Energy, and with the Nazball I can grab myself. I think Zero Aura is not a bad option, but since it's just turn 1, I'm gonna go with Absol so I can prevent my opponent from retreating on the bench. And then I'm ready for disconnect number 1. So I'm already item locking him, so he can't play item cards, unfortunately. The only thing that my opponent can do right now is just to, you know, put Shrine in play and pass the turn. Knowing that he plays Shrine, I can be a little bit more cautious there, and I can put another Lighting in play, and I can just disconnect 1 more time, so hitting for 30 more. Not being able to play item cards can be very devastating. However, next turn I can just play Ultra Ball, grab myself maybe Marshadow. I basically need only 1 card there. I'm not going to need another Luxray in play, so I think I'm going to go for that Marshadow play. I'm searching for 1 copy of a Electro Power so I can knock out this Tapu Koko. I couldn't get it, at least not for now. By the way, the Cynthia, I might have better luck, and I will have better luck, so this is going to be Electro Power. And it will be a disconnect. It will be a disconnect for 60, disconnecting my opponent Tapu Koko. What he can do now? He can try to fly flip. Will something happen? As long as my Luxray is in the active position with Intimidating Fang, it's not gonna happen. Nothing will happen. However, he can go for Electric Ball, hitting for 120, still 90 after reducing the damage. That was actually very good way to go for him. Then I can play Counter Energy, then I can put my Viridian Forest in play, Then I can throw that Cynthia down, and I can refresh my hand. I can maybe try to set up another Luxray in play, and then I can't disconnect. Seriously? I can't disconnect? I can't actually Volt Bolt? How in the world? Alright, with that being said... Oh, yeah, because he has 6 prize cards, not me. Anyways, I can disconnect one more time. I can disconnect one more time, and then next turn I'm ready for another disconnect. Yeah. Horrible mistake. I actually made a mistake there for like a second time. Still, I can't use my counter energy. I don't know what was on my mind. I thought that I have 6 prize cards and my opponent 5. Anyways, in order to knock my opponent out right now, I'm gonna use advantage of my energy, and then I'm gonna put my Zeraora in play, and I can retreat for free. I'm not ready to retreat for free yet. I'm just gonna item lock him, and next turn I'm ready to go with Zeraora in the active position. And I will try to get... Oh, he decided to retreat. We might see a Guzma play there. We might not see a Guzma play there. So disconnect actually destroys my opponent so far. I'm ready for that Zapdos play. And I can Thunderous Assault him for 80. I can take another prize card, which is a Shinx, so he's down to only a Ranguru, meaning that I can actually just throw another Guzma if it's necessary. So there's the Acrobike and that counter energy attached. Yeah, when you can't play item cards, you cannot do too much. And since my opponent deck is actually based on the item cards, right now he can actually hope to pull maybe Counter Catcher, so he can Counter Catch my Absol or Marshadow in the front. He decided rather to go with Kukui instead of... Okay, there's a Absol, which doesn't affect too much this game. I think for me the best thing is just to go with the Ultra Ball, grabbing another Zapdos, putting him on the bench, and maybe throwing out this Tapu Koko or something like that. Or maybe just... did I play Rescue Stretcher? Nope. Alright, so I will just thin my hand a little bit. We'll try to thin my hand a little bit. And then I'm gonna throw that Cynthia down. And I just drew dozens of supporter cards. None of those supporter cards I actually need right now. However, energy can definitely be attached on a Luxray. And I think this is just gonna be a Thunderous Assault. For 10, I don't have Celebi in play. I hope that I'm gonna draw a Nazball or maybe Ultra Ball for Celebi, but I didn't. So that's all I can do for now. Next turn I can play a Cynthia and maybe draw either way Memory Energy or okay, so he's going all in definitely there with that Oranguru. I mean, he's doing a good job there because with those counter energies he can just swing for a decent amount of damage. Psych right now for like 100 minus 30, 70, so it's not that bad, right? It's definitely not bad. Still, I'm gonna need Memory Energy so I can Volt Pull this Oranguru and knock him out. Or maybe just one copy of Electro Power so I can retreat and swing with my Thunderous Assault, which is also not a bad idea at all. Counter Energy, not gonna use it yet. Searching for that Electro Power. What a disaster, I couldn't get it. lightings do I have in my discard pile? 2 of them. Yeah, he will light bolt me for sure. So I think I'm just gonna he's hitting me for like 60, so with Kukui he can theoretically knock me out, but I hope that's just not gonna happen. I want to avoid maybe being knocked out by that copycat play, which is not gonna happen anyways. So my opponent is hitting me for like 80. If I reduce that damage, he's hitting for like 50, so it's 120, so he can't knock my Luxray out anyways. And I rather decided to go for the knockout versus this Mimikyu because I was very afraid about being knocked out maybe by the copycat and losing maybe even 2 prize cards. Okay, so for the next turn the play will be to find away that Stadium, so I can swing one more time with the Volt Bolt, or worst possible scenario to retreat and to attack with the Zapdos. This is also a decent solution. But then Breakthrough can actually knock my Luxray on the bench, which I kind of hate to see. Couple counter gains and Instruct. Counter gain just -1 Color's energy. It cannot substitute, you know, native, Psychic, or maybe Lighting energy, or just the basic energy. Whatever you want to call that. Okay, counter catcher play for Absol. And we might see 80 damage there from that play. I throw out my top level in the discard pile. I can still retreat by paying 2 energies, which is okay, I can actually retreat for free. Actually, forget about that. Or I can Tapu Koko play as well. I think I will think a little bit about that after I play my Lily. I have a lot of good cards there, so I think I'm just gonna I'm 150 his Latios on the bench. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. Why not? Still, I'm just attacking for 1 energy, so it's good to do that. And there we go with Electric Power. Next turn I can focus actually by knocking his Oranguru out with my Zapdos and then finish the game with the Tapu Koko. So a lot of possibilities with this deck. And there's Professor Kukui, so still he will be short for like 10 damage after hitting me for like 100. And that's madness. It's very, very bad. I mean, when you can't knock your opponent, it is so bad that you don't even know what to say about it. Anyways, we can retreat down to the Zapdos. We can also throw that Nazball from our hand in the deck to have much more possibilities. And I'm hitting for 110. And I'm hitting for the 1-hit knockout versus Oranguru, drawing 1 more prize, which means that I have 1 more prize left. I have Tapu Koko and I have Guzma, so I don't need to worry. I can finish the game just by attacking with my Sky High Close for 130 and finishing the game by drawing the last prize card. I think how personally Disconnect did a lot of problems to my opponent. He can specifically right now take 3 prize cards if he can knocks me out, which is a lot. Really, it is. But I did a great job with that Disconnect, no question about that. Just waiting for that Double Course Energy Fly Flip for the knockout because of the weakness. Knockout versus Luxray, knockout versus Absol. And I actually lost a couple energies there, and all suddenly I'm actually down to like problems. Ooh, I didn't expect that. Yeah, the truth is I can get... Oof, I didn't expect that. Is it possible that I'm gonna lose the game there? Maybe it is, but the good thing is that I'm I can actually retreat. I can throw down Guzma. And I can put down my Tapu Koko. And I can use my full voltage. So 1, 2, 3. How many Guzmas did I use? 3, so I have one more left. I guess 1, just for the free retreat purpose. I'm taking 10 from the shrine. How many? Okay, only one. Only 2 electric powers has been used, so he have like 2 more left. Okay, the good thing is that I know that my opponent does not have counter energy card left. Still, he might run 1 copy of Psychic Energy for that magical swap, but still it won't be enough for the 2 price card knockout anyways. There's only 100 damage, so he cannot do that. And that's the GG. At the end, full voltage GX actually saves the day there. He can retreat for another round of the fly flip. Even if he can strike for 60. Actually, he needs 1 lightning energy. He can't get 1. Alright, actually he needs counter energy, but he already played 4 of them. So he needs 2 lightning energies there, so he can electric ball me for like the knockout. I will take like 80 and 10 from the shrine, if I did my math correct. So that will be 90, 160, and after that just Tapu Koko will swing for the knockout. So that was actually a very close game. It was a very close game. So right now I can retreat. I can actually play all of my cards from my hand in order to strike my opponent with 0 cards left in my deck. So 1 more Electro Power, and I can even Ultra Ball. No, I can't Ultra Ball. I can just Sky High Close for like 190, taking the last price card, which was the Zapdos, and that's the GG. And yeah, you can actually see that the deck has a lot of potential. It is a very strong deck. I highly recommend you to test this deck out and see how good resorts you will get with it. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you have a nice day. We'll see you next time, so have a nice day and goodbye.